Hey y'all, your midweek motivation, stop waiting. Woo, chat. That's a whole word, okay? Let me give you a daily example. Okay, pause real quickly. This one a word for somebody. I mean, all of them been a word, but this one a word for somebody, okay? Because I was asking God, like, what you want me to do? And he put this in my spirit. And right after I was like, okay, I'm gonna record this one. My pastor ended up posting this right here. And I was just like, come on, God. All right. So without further ado, let's get to the daily example. I'm going to the post office. I have to drop off this package, and I'll come in, and the line is abnormally long, right? And I'm like, well, I know it's COVID, and we're doing the social distance thing, but man, it's long. So just out of respect, I asked the lady next to me, hey, are y'all like waiting in line for the post office? Or like, because in the post office, depending on which one you at, I'm going to the one downtown. You can go into like different sections and get different things done. So maybe like this particular line is for something else. And she was like, no, this is for the post office. And I said, oh, okay. I'm gonna wait my turn, like a good Samaritan would. So I'm waiting. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15. Now I'm getting salty. I could have made up that 15 part, but it was a long wait. And so what was really getting me was that there were people who would just come in. They didn't ask anything out of respect. They just walked in, and then you would see them going to the post office. And then 5 minutes later, they would come out, and they went in with mail, but they came out with no mail. And I kept seeing this. I saw several people do this. I would say at least 3 people do this. And so my mind gets to wondering, what are we waiting on? First I peek up a little bit. Y'all good? Y'all good? Is the line moving? It ain't moving? Y'all waiting on something? You doing mail too? You doing mail? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Cause she, okay. So y'all know your girl's not just gonna stay there and just take this. I need to know what's going on. What are we waiting for? Who's making the decisions here? Why is the line not moving? I'm gonna need to ask some questions, okay? Because I got one piece of mail that I just want to drop off. Just one. So I start talking, and probably to myself, not even really to the Lord. I start talking, and I say, if one more person walk past me and go directly into the thing and this line doesn't move, I'm going to start walking to the front and go directly into the building too and figure out what's going on. And of course, one more person walked past. So I walked with them. I said, we all going into the thing. So we go in, and I get in there, and when I say there's so much room in there, I'm not sure what the line is for. And that's when I realized that there was a disconnect. Somebody didn't get the memo that the line was moving, or either half the line was waiting for something else that the other line didn't realize that they was waiting for. I don't know, somewhere there was a disconnect. If I'm being honest, a lot of people was on their phone. Sometimes your lack of moving forward is just because you ain't paying attention. Ooh, child, that's a whole nother word, okay? So I said, okay. I went in there less than 5 minutes. I get out. I didn't got my one piece of mail in, y'all, and I'm gone. And when I walked out, the people still was standing there, and I was just like, yo, stop waiting. And that's when you got to sit back and realize that some people, not all, some people are right where they supposed to be. They supposed to be waiting. That's, but some people, they not waiting on nothing in particular in life. They're literally sitting in the same spot, wasting time. And I'm not judging nobody. I've been there in the last couple months, just wasting time. For what? Yes, there is a time in the season where you're supposed to be waiting. But there is a time in the season where you are supposed to be proactive. What it say? Faith without works is dead. Because you can have faith all day, but if you don't put nothing into action, I'm sorry. For some of y'all, I just be preaching. Let me break it down into just layman terms. Look, everything you want in life takes work. You have to be consistent. You got to put in the work. And if you don't do that, you'll end up in what? The same place, same time, same space. And then when you look up, you realize that time has passed you, and you've you've done nothing. You've been waiting for literally nothing. And I feel like that is majority of the world right now in 2020. You're waiting on nothing. You're waiting on COVID to pass. You waiting on him or her to come back to you. You waiting on his job to call you back. You waiting on the finances to align. You waiting on somebody to see how good you are so that you can really put in your best work. You waiting on, for me, it's time and perfection. I'm waiting on it to be perfect. You don't have time to wait. If you never move out that spot, life gonna continue with or without you. Do you realize that, right? The only difference is that you are not going to reach your full potential, and then you're going to be mad at you. And then when life don't look like how you thought it should look, you begin to blame other people, or better yet, you begin to blame God because of choices and decisions that you've made. When he gave you everything, he's equipped you. So what you waiting on? So you can be like those people who waited outside of the post office, not knowing why, literally just waiting there for no reason, as life and people passed them up and got done what they needed to get done. Or you can join in and you can say, you know what, today is the day that I stop waiting. Today is the day that I don't care if the finances don't look right. I don't care if the time is not perfect. I don't care. I'm just going to move. I'm going to move and I'm going to pray about it and watch God meet me in that space. Because listen, for my spiritual people, hear me. If you make a decision that you thought God told you to make, and it end up that you didn't really hear him, or that it end up being just wrong, you misinterpreted, right? God will still take that mistake, that wrongdoing, and he will turn it and he will make that right. That's what it's called, Romans 8:28, working it all out for your good. And if it happens to be the right decision, you're moving forward. Like you're that much closer to where you're supposed to be. But sometimes you just gotta move. Stop waiting. I want to encourage somebody. Don't be those people at the post office just waiting for life to pass them by. Get out there, be proactive, make moves, make mistakes. God got you, but you have to move. Stop waiting. The time to stop waiting is now. The time to stop waiting is now. So that's my midweek motivation for y'all. I hope it encouraged somebody. I hope it inspire you to just stop waiting and to make moves and to get closer to your dreams. And when something don't align, ask questions. Figure out what's going on. Reroute, remove, redo. Just do it. And for my YouTube subscribers, if you're on there and you watch this whole video, I thank you so much. I'm grateful for y'all for listening in. My whole point of this midweek motivation is to motivate people. That Sunday to that Sunday, it could be wild. It's full with a lot of things. So sometime in the middle of the week, you just need something to just keep pushing you and motivating you. I want to be that voice that helps y'all get there. And I'm just grateful for the people who's reached out to me and just let me know that my midweek motivations have been reaching y'all and touching y'all lives. That's what it's all about. I hope I can do this for a long time. I want to motivate people. So y'all keep tuning in. So I'm out. Thanks again for watching. If you like what you hear, subscribe, share, comment, and you know what? Below, drop a 5-hand emoji for me. At my church, this means grace. I'm with that. It can also mean stop waiting.